I made $1.5 million profit last year in my business. And in this video, I'm going to help you if you're the kind of retard who keeps switching from business model to business model. Because there's only two things that you need to do. Number one, choose the right business model for you. And number two, stick with it even when it gets hard, even when you don't get results, so that you actually finally get the success. So let's start with this first section, how to choose the right business model for you. When I was trying to figure out which business to get into back in 2020, I did it probably the same way that you are, where I was debating between the reward, the success that I wanted. So I'd think about all the options. Like, think in your mind, what's all the options, right? So there's like dropshipping and YouTube and agency and this thing and this thing and this thing. When you think about these options, the problem is you're thinking about the good stuff from these business models. The problem with thinking about the good stuff of like different vehicles on the path that you want to go down is usually the good stuff, like the rewards, are the same for all of them. Like, think about the rewards for different kinds of careers or business. All of them will get you money and status. So it's kind of hard to make the choice, which one do you do, based on looking at the good stuff. So it's already in your mind, you know the answer. What if instead of looking at the good stuff of each business model, you actually weigh up the bad stuff, the negatives, the problems, the suffering that you'll have to go through? And then ask yourself, once you list out some of the problems you'll have to go through with each path in front of you, which path has the problems that you actually want? So for example, we're thinking of all these different business models. We've got dropshipping and YouTube and agency and OnlyFans managing and all these random ones, right? Instead of just thinking, oh yeah, which one's gonna make me money? All of them are gonna make you fucking money. You instead think, what problems will I go through in each of these paths? What problems will I go through in dropshipping? Well, then I'll lose my soul in a degenerate fucking waste of space business model where I'm just some glorified middleman, like selling overpriced shitty Chinese products to stupid Westerners who can't tell that this is a dropshipping site. And then I've got shitty customers who have to wait weeks for their product and now they're complaining to me. The problem in that kind of business model is like the work isn't very fulfilling. It's kind of a headache. Your Facebook ads will get banned all the time. Is that the kind of problems you want to experience in life? For me, the answer was no. Then I thought of a different business model, so you could think of another one you're interested in or a different career. So at the time I was enlisting into the Royal Air Force as well as considering all these business models. And I was thinking, oh, you know, it's going to be awesome because the role I was going for was PTI, personal training instructor. At the time I was only thinking about the positives of that role, which was that I was going to be a physical training instructor. So I'd be making money from being fit basically and teaching people how to like train. And it'd be like status, there's progression, there's brotherhood. But when I stopped and I asked myself this question of what problems would arise if I took that vehicle, that path, I thought, I was like, bro, I don't want to go to fucking war because of the Jews or some shit like that. I don't want to fucking go to like, you know, fight some old white man's war or some bullshit. I don't want to get blown up by a fucking drone. If the UK ever have to go to war against Pakistan, which fucking side am I going to choose? You know, it started to morally feel wrong for me. So I ditched that to the side as well. Then I went through each and every business model as I ask you to do, and to think about what problems you'll be going through in each one. When I finally came to YouTube and being an educational content creator, the problem that came up in my mind was that, oh, well, if you do well, you'll get a ton of hate. You'll get hate videos about you, you'll get hate comments. And I kind of like looked at it and I was like, I could live with that. That would probably develop me into the kind of person I actually want to be, where I'd have to have resilience from social judgments. I thought of more problems with this business model that I chose, which was like, there might be tech issues. Imagine I'm recording a video and the video file corrupts or my editing software breaks down. And I was like, you know what? I'd take that. Those are problems I could live with. I'd have to deal with people knowing my personal life. Maybe I'd get recognized on the street. I'll deal with that. I could live with that. That's how I found the right business model for me. And so the practical step I want you to take is think about all of the options in front of you. List them out if you want as well. Write it as a comment below on this video. And write down the problems you assume you'll have to go through. And pick the option which has the problems that you would rather live with, not the rewards, because the rewards, the good stuff is the same for all of them, but it's the bad stuff that is more unique.